Hey, what's up YouTube? Welcome to my review of this CIMA mini tomahawk. It comes with that blade guard and belt sheath. Alright, so this is like the size of the iconic SOG Fasthawk. I will include links below to a lot of tomahawks, by the way. But yeah, these occupy kind of that same mini tomahawk niche. Now, the main difference, well, the CIMA has a lot longer edge length and it has a curve to its edge, so it would be good for slicing. You know, it'd be better for some things and not as good for other tasks, but a good slicer. Here is some chopping. Now, because this is a mini hawk, I certainly don't expect it to hit as hard as like a 2-pound hatchet or a woodsman's axe or anything of that nature, but the benefit of a small hawk, especially with a synthetic handle, is that it's just so easy to carry, right? It's so compact. That's why the Fasthawk is pretty popular. Now, the drawback is that, well, you want to make sure that that handle isn't just going to snap, you know, as can happen, and that's the whole reason that I test things out like this, because I want to know that I can rely upon it. So I wailed on this thing. It did well. Now, remember, those synthetic handles, those can certainly break, just as wooden handles actually break on hawks well, not all the time, but quite often. Here is the spike. Now, it was not especially pointed. As you can see, it bounces sometimes. I don't need my spike to be that pointed because I actually only use it to chip ice in the winter time, but if you do need it to go through a skull for some reason, you could sharpen it and you know, make it more pointed. Ah yes, more chopping. More chopping. Good exercise, as it were. Now, this hawk, if I remember correctly, it comes in many different colors, right? So if you don't like the skulls, you don't need to get the skulls, but actually I've had this for many years. I don't even know where they sell this anymore. I know they don't sell it. I couldn't find it on Amazon anymore. So if you want one of these, you would have to look around, I guess. But remember, the head on this hawk is actually pretty much identical to the head on a lot of other brands' hawks. You know what I'm saying? So even if you can't find the CIMA, you're going to find other brands selling hawks of pretty much like different lengths, but the same exact head, right? Probably all made in the same factory, right? But so how did the edge hold up? The edge held up well, actually. This is stainless steel. Not sure which stainless steel, but yeah, the edge held up. I mean, it did well. It's a more broad edge than a knife would have, which is appropriate for a little chopper like this. But yeah, it held up pretty well. I was surprised. Now you see that hardware there, if the head gets loose, right, you may have to tighten those down, and if it keeps getting loose, you might have to Loctite those as well. The little grip wrap it came with was surprisingly well done. Usually those come loose, but on this, it did not. So it did surprisingly well for an inexpensive hawk. Yeah, so like I said, I've actually had this for many years. I actually completely had forgotten about it, and I just recently found it, so I figure I'll review it. Now, as I said, you might have to look around. I don't even know if they sell this anymore, but it doesn't matter because there's so many hawks nowadays from all different brands that are all using that same head or something extremely similar, right? So in the text description box below the video, I'll just include a master list of currently available hawks, everything from the good stuff as well as some good budget-friendly tomahawks as well. But this thing, it would be a little bit useful out at camp, just like the SOG Fasthawk is useful for its size and for its weight, of course. Alright, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it gave you a little bit of entertainment and a break from these tough and stressful times we find ourselves in. This has been We All Juggle Knives and Hatchets and Hawks. I'm out.